Goal Getting Podcast, Episode 17. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook and 30-day free trial at www.goalgettingbook.com. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Hello, goal getters. Do you have these negative, limiting beliefs that keep you from getting the goals you set? Well, let's listen to the Goal Getting Podcast and turn them into positive, success-seeking beliefs and thoughts. Change your subconscious mind and get the goals you're set. This is Tony Woodall with the Goal Getting Podcast, and we're going to show you how. You can succeed. Hello, Goal Getter Nation. This is Tony Woodall, your host with Goal Getting Podcast. I am so glad to have you back today. We have a special guest on our show today. Today we're interviewing an old friend of mine, Ouida Brown from OuidaBrown.com. Ouida is a wellness and fitness instructor and consultant, and she has some great ideas for wellness and fitness. She's in the process of working on wellness retreats, and she's going to tell you some great things to help you if you've got a goal for fitness and wellness and living a healthy lifestyle. Ouida is the person you want to know. So we're going to get into the show now, and we're going to welcome my good friend, Ouida Brown. Hello, Goal Getters. This is Tony Woodall, your host for Goal Getting Podcast, and I'm excited about our guest on the show tonight. I have with us Ouida Brown, an old friend of mine from Atlanta. Passionate, motivated, and balanced are a few words that describe Ouida Brown. Ouida is a native of Atlanta, strives to inspire her clients to create a healthy, self-love, and positive changes in their personal and professional life through health and fitness. A former competitive figure skater, she studied business at Georgia Southern University, and after many years and accomplishments in the mortgage industry, Ouida decided to go back to her athletic roots. Ouida created the Fusion 5 method in 2008 after many life changes and embraced the world of wellness and vitamin and nutritional therapy after losing her mother to cancer and her father to heart failure. Her parents inspired her to become a lifestyle fitness coach. Ouida enjoys a fun, loving relationship with her son, family, and friends. She loves to travel, reading, music, dancing, laughing, and the outdoors. Ouida, welcome to Goal Getting Podcast. How are you today?
I am fantastic, Tony. Thank you. Thank you. I love it.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. You're always so up and motivated, and that's really exciting. And I guess you have to be in your line of work that you do to keep people motivated and keep doing their fitness and working out. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do? And I know you because we've known each other for many years, worked together in the past in the mortgage industry, and had a great working relationship. And it's great to be back talking with you and working with you again. And so tell us a little bit about what you do and what is Ouida Brown, and how can you help our goal getters, in achieving goals such as fitness and lifestyle changes.
Hey, Tony, I am passionate about men and women living the best lives that they can through health and fitness. And, it's so funny because we all embrace anti-aging. We all embrace wanting to have more energy as we age. And so I want to be one of the catalysts for people out there to get moving, feel good about who they are, and not let anything stop them from being healthy and happy.
That's excellent. And I know fitness is one of my, and wellness, I should say, is even more one of my goals that I have this year. And, tell us a little bit about your method and your concepts and your philosophy on fitness and wellness.
Well, basically, I have a concept that embraces if you're getting started, you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to tone or just get back into your fitness game. And then I have another program that is within the Fusion 5 method that bridges you into a maintenance program. And Tony, basically, all of it is based on 5 important health principles that include nutrition, exercise, sleep, water, and meditation. Now, all 5 of these things, everyone hears it from various, excellent doctors out there like Dr. Oz, even Dr. Phil talks about it. These are the things that help our bodies to be balanced. It helps our blood sugar to stabilize. It helps us to have endless energy and also helps us to focus. And so within the Fusion 5 method, these 5 important health principles helps people to feel good and helps you also to get to your goals and make it happen.
What specifically are the 5 different principles that you share in Fusion 5?
They are nutrition, exercise, sleep, water, and meditation. You see, when one of these are off, because life will show up. It always shows up. Yeah. So you got to be ready. And you're able to look at that because if you create your lifestyle fitness goals around these important principles, more than likely you'll be able to know, I didn't get enough sleep. I just need to catch up on the sleep. Oh, I'm not exercising. I need to get back in the game of exercising. It helps you to have a balanced regimen every day. And it also allows you to connect to those other parts of your life that creates happiness.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, when I'm at the gym, which I do a lot, I've been told by a lot of folks that exercise is really a small portion of a fitness program or wellness program. What are your thoughts on that? Should we spend more time exercising, 3-4 hours a day, and then get to eat what we want, or what's the relationship between nutrition and exercise that our listeners might be able to understand if they're working towards their goals?
There is a big secret, and the secret is that I can tell one person to do one thing and another person to do another thing. But the secret really is to get to know your body. And nutrition is 80% of the equation. Mm-hmm. And it's so fantastic because think about how often we eat. And so we eat more than we exercise. And so it's important for you to understand your body and, are you gluten intolerant? Do you have an insulin resistance? Do you, need to get a lot more fiber or more water? All of these are components that are very, very instrumental into you maintaining a healthy weight goal.
Okay. That's excellent. If I was to start a fitness program, how would it be better to work more with, a diet or exercise first, or how would I balance that maybe? Do you have some suggestions on that?
Well, Tony, once again, it's just like you say, it's all about understanding what the goal is first. Mm-hmm. And once you understand what your goal is first, that exercise and nutrition, they just go hand in hand. But when you are starting out, you're wanting to lose weight, you really want to focus in on the nutrition. You want to make sure that you stabilize that blood sugar by getting all 3 macronutrients, which are, protein, fat, and carbohydrates. You want to make sure then that you are getting at least 5 days of exercise in 30 minutes. You can split that up with cardiovascular and a weight regimen. But basically, if you do that first, when you're starting out, really honing in on your nutrition to stabilize the blood sugar, creating balance in the body, then the exercise will take off. Your body composition will be perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to do the little bit of exercise. I'm not doing as much as I need to, and I do have blood sugar issues. And I think a lot of people today with the obesity problem in America, especially, suffer from type 2 diabetes or other health-related illnesses due to being overweight. Anything that we can do to get started or to pay particular attention to for those that are maybe obese and need to work on something?
Right. That's a very good question because that is so instrumental. When you sit down and you look at your goals, to basically start to journal. I tell people, make a 5-day journal. And don't change anything, and don't let yourself feel guilty about what you're doing. Just take a look, a nice little scope at what am I eating every day? What time do I wake up? What time do I go to bed? How much water am I taking in? And just kind of look at that, and you can see the holes in which need to be filled, that need the attention, so that you can then create a balanced regimen.
Okay. Now, those are some excellent tips, and I'm looking forward to I'll have to start writing that journal down myself. What, you talk about sleep. Now, sleep really that important? Because, when I was in business, a lot of times I used to get very little sleep. I would probably get 4 or 5 hours a night sleep. And, I started getting a little bit more as I got older, but, how important is sleep to us? And, I know a lot of times, people have a hard time sleeping or, falling asleep. Are there any tips or things that you can do that? So, but how important is sleep in this overall? That's one of your 5 principles. What's the importance of sleep to people?
Sleep is very important, Tony. I can't emphasize enough getting 8 hours of sleep. This is a time when your body really gets an opportunity to hone in on the things that need rest and major organs. Not only that, it's a time for consciousness and unconsciousness effort that takes place as well. As children are growing and we look at childhood obesity, sleep is also another important factor, and the learning skills that next day after a good night's rest. Some of the tips that I would give is, you want to wind down after a long day by basically, it's not good to have too much stimulant. You want to have taken a warm bath, not too hot, not too cold, and basically prepare for bedtime. And it makes it a lot easier to get into the bed at that point when your body and your mind are connecting and saying, this is the time that we're going to go to sleep. And as exercise is taking place every day in the regimen of being healthy, this is an opportunity for your body to recover from exercises that you have done during the day, and any stress that your body has received from a work day. So it's just sleep, I would have to say, is extremely important.
Okay. And I would imagine if you do enough exercise, your body will be tired enough to want to go to sleep. So
yes, exactly.
So now another area that you focus on is water. You say, and staying hydrated. You're always talking to me about staying hydrated, and I drink plenty of coffee in the morning, and that's probably not what you're referring to. I've actually started trying to reduce my coffee intake a little bit, and start drinking more water thanks to you. So, again, tell us a little bit about the hydration part of that. I used to see a lot of my friends that were into fitness walking around big jugs of water, and they say drink 8 glasses or more a day. Can you tell us some about that and recommendations?
Well, I think it's good to have a water regimen, and it's so good to drink water to stay hydrated. There's a lot of things that happen over a night's rest. Of course, you're not drinking any water if you're sleeping for 8 hours. So upon waking, you're already in a deficit. So that allows you a waking factor for even your body. The consciousness of the body waking with water is an amazing thing. It gets you started. It gets the digestive system started. And some people, prefer to put a little lemon in there. That helps as well, or apple cider vinegar within your water in the morning with waking. Another reason why water is really good is if you are an exerciser, you want to make sure that your body is nice and hydrated. It prevents injuries. And water also is an agent that helps with mood, whether we want to understand it or not. It helps flush a lot of the impurities and inflammation out of the body. And so therefore you're getting a more clean you, and it does affect the attitude. So water is, I call it the superfood, because it is just like we need it. You just absolutely have to have it. You feel better. You're more energetic. Your organs are functioning properly with it. And it also helps with weight loss. When you're flushing and cleansing the system, you're constantly having to use the bathroom, go to the potty to get it all out. So, Tony, it's fantastic.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start, like I said, after speaking with you the last few months, I have started trying to reduce my coffee intake. I used to drink gallons of it a day. So I have to stop with that and have started going down a little bit. So, and drinking more water. So, thank you for the comments you've made to me over the last few months on staying hydrated. So I'm working on that. Now again, I think the fifth principle that you have with your Fusion 5 is meditation. And I hear a lot about mindfulness and meditation these days. I think it plays a large part. And I've actually picked up an app that I started using to help meditate a little bit more. So tell us about meditation and how that works. I know with the goal getting program, we teach a lot about visualization and meditation. So I think it's definitely very important. So it falls right into our programs as well. So tell us what you do with meditation in your practices.
Well, meditation within what I do with my clients is more about awareness of who you are in your body. We are a North American community that really focuses on the image, and that's not all that's there. Everybody has different body shapes, and within meditation, it helps you to accept who you are. And it also allows you to relax the breath, get to know your breath, get to know that you are the center of your universe, and that your thoughts and what you visualize becomes who you are. And it's amazing when I have people to actually visualize themselves doing an exercise that they did not think that they could do. And the whole time they're going, no, I can't do this. But as they are getting into it, that is a form of meditation. Your body and your mind are having to come together as one to create something. And so the awareness and being in the moment, being present and aware of your body, your breath, and your presence creates a relationship for change and for stability. And so that's where I use the meditation in the practice of helping people to connect with their bodies.
Gotcha. That's excellent. Now you work with, you have a lot of different services that you provide as a lifestyle coach and a fitness and wellness coach. What are some of the services that you provide? I know I've spoken with you about some of you are a personal trainer, you work with personal clients. What are some of the other things that you do to help people reach their fitness goals?
I have a lifestyle modification program that takes you from, say that you have one of your goals that you want to get to is to quit smoking. I have a program for that does entail, of course, fitness and nutrition. I have a weight loss program that I focus on. And I also have small group personal training that I focus on. But my really big thing that I'm focusing on now, Tony, are wellness retreats, rather fitness retreats. And this is something that is growing in our community, so that people who are busy and want to be able to connect with their bodies and get a regimen that they can take back home with them to implement. This is a great way to do it. It's a great way to do it. So the wellness retreats is something that's new on the forefront, but it encompasses all of the other services that I offer.
That sounds really exciting because I think, I've thought about that myself. Sometimes I just need to probably get away because life does get in the way, and sometimes we forget about working out or doing things for ourselves to help us, get revived and have the ability to think about what we're doing. So wellness retreats sounds like a dynamite way to do that. And I know that you are working on that, and that's great. What are some of the locations that you're looking at to do some wellness retreats if anybody's interested in finding out about that?
We are looking at diving into Chateau Elan, enjoying the tennis and golf there, and the wine, the vineyard that's there. So, I have clients that they're like, if the nutrition has to entail wine.
Uh-huh.
And we're also looking at Evergreen. That's a Marriott property that's in Stone Mountain, and the views out there are just great. And we're going to implement a hiking. And at the top of the hike, having a chef and inspired food and wine menu for the guests. And then to finalize things after having very local retreats, we would take it to Amelia Island, where it's so beautiful and serene, but at the same time, you have fantastic cuisine and a fabulous fitness menu of things that will help with anybody, whether they want to lose weight or they just want to reconnect with their bodies.
That sounds great, and I think that I need to do that to get away. I've thought about, like I said, doing that a couple times, maybe just taking a week off and going to some nice resort area and just spending the day eating healthy, or the week eating healthy, and working out and doing some work there just to concentrate so I can, get revived and then, start working on some results there. So I think that's a great idea. And if people wanted to get in touch with you to maybe find out how they could participate in one of your retreats, how would they do that?
Oh, they can get in contact with me, Tony, at Ouida, and that's spelled Ouida Brown, BROWN.com.
OuidaBrown.com.
OuidaBrown.com. That's right.
And I will have links to that on our show notes, folks. If you go to goalgettingpodcast.com/Ouida, OUIDA, you will be able to see the links to Ouida's website, and we'll have links to her email or Twitter and Facebook account. She has a Facebook page, I believe, as well. And we'll connect you to all of those things out there. Now, Ouida, one of the things that, we talk about in goal getting is habits. Habits can be good or bad and either hinder or help us in achieving our goals. Could you share one of your personal habits that helps contribute to your success?
One of my habits, I think, is I schedule everything. I don't schedule bathroom breaks, Tony, but I really try to schedule things. And even if it's, and I tell my clients this because, especially for women, we try to be all things to all people. And that's not always the best thing to do. But if you can have a realistic list every day to kind of meet you where you need to be to get to your goals, that helps me. And I think that I sometimes they're not as realistic as they should be, but I'm getting better at that and making that list. And when I'm able to check it off, I'm one closer to my goal.
Excellent. Great. And that probably helps to relieve stress in the day, trying to worry about what do I have to do next and things like that. So I would imagine that's very helpful in your success there. Now, do you have a quote that hangs on your wall or that you use for motivation or inspiration?
I do. And we had talked about this a little earlier, and I had a really long quote, and I was kind of feeling like, wow, this is too long. So I'm going to quote another quote by George Patton, American general.
Oh, okay.
Take calculated risk. That is quite different from being rash.
Okay. Take calculated risks.
Yes, because sometimes taking a risk involves change. And one of the things that I believe is that things are always constantly changing. And when you take a calculated risk, that is quite different from being rash. And so, it's like when you say, okay, I'm going to take this risk, because that's where we really make change. When you are afraid and not willing to kind of take a little bit of calculated risk to say, okay, I'm going to see what's behind that closed door, I think we're cutting ourselves short. Mm-hmm. And so, that's very important, whether you are a mother or father or a business owner or a corporate executive, it helps you to get to that next place.
Okay, cool. That's George Patton. General Patton is one of my favorite heroes from World War II, and that's definitely a quote to take to the bank with. So, and one other question that we have, I know you're a voracious reader like I am, and you read a lot of books. What's a book that you would recommend for someone who's trying to achieve their goals, whether for motivation or just advice?
I have an old book that's Quantum Leap Thinking by James Mapes. I'm sorry. It's James Mapes, Quantum Leap Thinking.
Quantum Leap Thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's MAPES?
MAPES, yes.
That's James Mapes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Ouida. Those are some excellent suggestions. I appreciate that. Now, we talk about wellness and everything today, and you are an excellent trainer, and I've spoken with you many times about this. What are some parting words of wisdom that you would have to share with our guests today? What are some advice that you would give them in, achieving and being well, getting well, and, getting that mind-body connection that you talk about?
The parting words I would have, Tony, is, I think it really boils down to, our energy every day. And, life is meant to be lived. And I know that as a mother and as a business owner, I like to have the energy to give to others and to just enjoy life. And our health is something that, it's precious. Our temple is precious and life is precious. And so, as we can come together and, get the exercise in, enjoy it, enjoy food together, break bread together, and love one another. It's the best thing that can happen to have a healthy life.
Great. Thank you so much, Ouida. I appreciate you spending time with the listeners here on the Goal Getting Podcast, our goal getters. And I know you're a goal getter, so I, always enjoy working with you on your goals and helping keep me motivated. Like I said, I love your spirit, your energy, keeps me going every week. So I want to thank you, and I know you're getting ready to head to Amelia Island to scope out some places there for your retreats, and I want to wish you well and keep in touch with us so that we can let the Goal Getter Nation know when and where they can sign up for those.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tony, for your support. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, and make today a great day, and we'll chat with you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Goal Getters, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Ouida Brown. Ouida is a dynamite person, as you can tell. She has so much energy. I'd like to bottle that and sell it because she can motivate anybody. She is really a dynamic trainer and wellness consultant. Ouida is working on some goals. We've been working together. She's one of my mentees, and we've been working on setting up her rebranding for OuidaBrown.com. So you need to check out her website. It'll be launching very soon. And OuidaBrown.com will talk about her wellness retreats, which is one of the other goals that we've been working on together. And she is headstrong and headlong into, getting that set up so you can go out and spend a week out there doing some training and relaxing, and, so you can go out and retreat, revive, and get results. It's just an amazing concept for wellness retreats. If you ever want to get away to a wonderful place like Amelia Island Plantation down near Jacksonville, Florida, that's the first location that Ouida is going to be working with. And she is there now working on finding the right location for us so that you can have a great retreat, get revived, and get results. So Ouida has been doing that, and then she mentioned her habits that she has is, making sure that she monitors and tracks everything and keeps things going. And she does that a lot with our goal-getting measurement tool, the measurement worksheet that we provide on goalgettingpodcast.com. And you can go out and pick up your copy at goalgettingpodcast.com/measure, MEASURE, and that's all in lowercase. So if you go out and get that website, goalgettingpodcast.com/measure, you can pick up your copy of the measurement worksheet to track your goal setting and track your goal action steps that you've put out there. If you do that, you can check those off every day and make sure that you're getting where you want to go and that you're getting the goals that you set. And we want to thank you for listening to Goal Getting Podcast. I've enjoyed this episode with Ouida. She's, again, a dynamite person. If you want to, please leave a comment on our comment section of our show notes at goalgettingpodcast.com/Ouida, OUIDA, and you'll be able to leave Ouida a message, and we'll have her get back with you if you have any questions. I hope you'll also leave some comments about the show. Let me know how we're doing, and if you like this interview format, I would appreciate you leaving a comment and letting us know. I enjoy bringing you people that can help you find information or give you some ideas and tips to help you along your goal journey and give you the tools that you might need. We've got some great interviews coming up in the next few weeks. Please come back, subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher, and check out the next few weeks' episodes. We've got some really great people that are going to be on the show talking about some of their ideas and their things that they can help you with in your goal journey. So this is Tony Woodall with Goal Getting Podcast. I want to thank you again for being a listener. You mean a lot to me. I appreciate any comments you can leave for us and let me know how I'm doing. If you have suggestions or ideas, please let me know. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week on Goal Getting Podcast. Go out and make today a great day. Hey, Goal Getter Nation. This is Tony, and I want to let you know that we've got a great offer for you. For the listeners of Goal Getting Podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their services. If you want to check out The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, you can check that book out at goalgettingbook.com or choose any other audiobook. To download your free copy of The Power of Habit or any other audiobook today, go to goalgettingbook.com. That's goalgettingbook.com to get your free audiobook. I'd like to thank my good friend, Mark Sensinger from marksensinger.com. Mark created Baccarat, the music you just heard, for the Goal Getting Podcast, and I really want to thank Mark for that. If you need any type of music, Mark is an excellent composer. He's done some things for Boston Pops, done a few things for other orchestras in the New England area. Go visit marksensinger.com and check out some of the great work that he's done. And he can do it for you. He can provide you with music for a bar mitzvah, bachelorette party, or your own wedding tune. That would be a wonderful thing to have your own wedding composition created by an artist like Mark Sensinger at marksensinger.com. So Mark's a good friend. Check him out. Go visit him and his webpage and see if he can write something for you like he did for us at Goal Getting Podcast with that great piece, Baccarat.